Without using the same word, explain no parking, no stopping, and no waiting. Right.
So all these signs fall under regulatory prohibitory signs.
Alright.
So this kind of signs attract fines here.
Alright.
So no parking, which you can see over here. This talks about you are allowed to pause briefly to drop off or pick passenger or goods, but you cannot leave your vehicle unattended to.
Unattended to?
Yes,
not attended to. Alright.
You're not allowed to leave the driver's position. Okay, let's just say unattended to.
Alright, I'm with you.
For no stopping, is here. Okay, no stopping, which is here, you can see it. You cannot halt your vehicle at all, even for a moment, except during emergencies like accidents, political intervention, or your car broke down.
Alright.
This one happens, this time you can see during express. There should be a free flow of traffic, nothing to stop. If you have a fault in your vehicle, then the right thing to do is to move to your right lane, which is the slow lane. Not park your vehicle, but attend to the problem your vehicle is having.
Alright.
Yes. And if you want to alert your fellow road users, you should have a triangle sign saying that there's a problem ahead of you, which is my vehicle. So no waiting. Here. Okay. No waiting. You may stay for a very short period, usually only long enough to let someone in or out, but you're not permitted to linger or keep the vehicle stationary beyond that. So this time you can see it in where you are Lagos by expressway, you're coming to Lagos, like as if you want to go to Vega. You can see this sign here. You can see buses picking up passengers. Although they are waiting for the passenger, they are not stopping their vehicles. It's just for a brief moment, just to let in and just on off, then take off their vehicle.
Alright, so am I permitted to ask questions? So for no stopping,
Yes, sir.
does it really mean, okay, so look at the sign for no stopping, you've seen it, right?
Yes, sir.
Does it really mean, okay, have you explained no waiting?
That was the last sentence.
Okay, sorry, so let's talk about no waiting. So for no waiting, does it really mean I can't stop?
It doesn't mean you can stop, but it's just for a very short period of time to let someone in or out of the
When you say short period of time, does it really mean like 5 minutes, 10 minutes?
max 1 minute.
1 minute. Alright, thanks for helping. So you've done justice to it. Or is there anything you need to add to it again?
Yes, sir.
Alright, please have a seat. Alright, so who else wants to help us?
Yeah.
Okay, you've done my assignment.
So for no parking, simply means that you can't leave your vehicle unattended to a particular area.
Alright,
But you may stop to pick up or drop off passengers.
alright.
Then for no stopping, no stopping is a restriction. It's a restriction against halting the vehicle for any reason.
Alright.
Because it may cause danger to, how do I explain this? It's a hazard stopping in these areas.
Alright.
Because it may cause damage to other vehicles coming. And then no waiting, vehicles are not allowed to park even for short periods of time. This means that,
No waiting.
this means that, this is an area where vehicles are not allowed to stop at all.
Alright.
That is good one.
So that's all. Alright, that's a good one. Alright, so sir, you next sir.
The question says explain no stopping,
No parking, and no waiting.
without using signal. Okay. No parking. Okay, when no parking signs is in a particular road, it means that no parking. That means don't park.
No.
If you're working.
Remember, what I said in the assignment was you are not allowed to use
Okay,
the same English
Okay, simply indicate that don't leave your vehicle on the walking way.
as a passenger or as a driver.
So as a driver, or even as a passenger, so that means that you are not allowed to drop
It's actually an assignment, you know.
to drop a passenger or leave a vehicle and walk away.
Alright.
The no waiting sign, when the no waiting sign is in a road, it indicates that vehicles are prohibited from dropping or picking up
Passengers around there.
So, and then for no stopping, it indicates that that particular area is restricted. Even no matter your vehicle condition, don't stop there.
Just stop there. Alright. Alright, so who else wants to help? So was it 2 assignments I gave out?
Yes.
It was 2.
Yes.
Alright, so madam, let's have your answer. Alright, that's fine.
Okay, so without using the same words, explain no parking, no waiting, and no stopping. So no parking is you're not allowed to. The driver is not allowed to stop the vehicle and leave the vehicle in that space. There's no parking. No waiting means that the driver is not allowed to stop the vehicle while he's still in the car. He's not allowed to, the vehicle is not allowed to stop even for a short period of time.
That's what?
No waiting. No waiting. The person is not allowed to stop the car and still be at the wheel while the person is still at the wheel. That means that the car is waiting. The person is not allowed to wait. The person is not allowed to stop the car while he's still at the wheel in that space.
What did you just explain?
No waiting.
No waiting.
Yes.
Alright.
Meanwhile, no stopping means that the car is not allowed to cease movement in that area.
That's no stopping.
Yes.
Alright, so the next assignment.
Okay. Why do we have roundabouts in warning signs and in regulatory mandatory? Okay, so we have a roundabout in warning signs, so it informs the driver.
Please let us figure out where the roundabout is in the warning sign. Point to it. Today is for you people. I want to hear from you guys. I want to understand what you've learned so far. Alright, so that's the roundabout and warning sign, right?
Yeah.
So explain to us, please.
So it informs the driver about that the roundabout is ahead. So the driver takes notice and prepares himself before getting there. It also shows the direction the cars are supposed to move at the roundabout, so there's no collision. Then why is it in regulatory mandatory? It's giving you an instruction that you have to take the roundabout and move in this particular direction.
Alright. So is that all?
Yes, that's all.
Alright, so come have your seat. Alright, so you all have done good justice to the assignments as expected. So I'm going to lay more emphasis on the assignment for you all to understand. So the first thing I'll be talking about is the first assignment, which has to do with the roundabouts, where we have roundabouts in the warning sign and roundabouts in the regulatory mandatory. So as said earlier, that was last week, regulatory, the warning sign warns you of danger ahead. That means any of the sign you have here, it will always tell before you get to where the sign is speaking of. You always find the sign there before where the sign is speaking of, probably a few meters away, depending on the country you're driving. Alright? So, and don't forget, I said something earlier on. The reason why we have our roundabout anti-clockwise as regarding the sign is because we do left-hand drive in Nigeria. The reason why it's anti-clockwise is not because everything in Nigeria is always going sideways. No, it's because we are doing left-hand drive. So when you get to UK and you drive in UK, it's always clockwise. Do you understand? So when you try to make research over something, always try to put the country where you're trying to make the research from. Are we clear? So now, why is warning sign here? I'm going to give you a few minutes, few seconds to think it through. All the roundabouts we've been through to in Nigeria, how many lanes is it? If it is more than 2 lanes, please raise your hand. All the roundabouts you've been to in Nigeria, if it is more than 2 lanes, please raise your hand. It's always 2 lanes. Have we established that?
Yes.
That's number 1. Number 2, why do we have traffic in roundabouts? All the roundabouts you've been to, you always see traffic. Why?
Confusion between drivers.
Confusion between drivers. Now there's a law in roundabout. The law states give way to traffic on the left. It's standard. Now before I explain the law, I'm going to tell you why we have traffic in roundabout. Now if you are using the roundabout, you are meant to be in the inner lane, which is closer to the roundabout. If you are not using the roundabout, you need to be on the outer lane. Do you understand what I just explained? Now, if you have about 500 vehicles trying to use the roundabout at the same time, and those that are supposed to be in the inner lane plan to use the roundabout are on the outer lane, vice versa. With those people on the outer lane that are planning to use the roundabout, you can see there's a mixed up there. So when they get to the exact place they are trying to go to or navigate to, they now start switching. So at that point, imagine 500 vehicles trying to do the same thing at the same time. What do you think will happen?
Traffic.
There will be traffic. Have we established that? Yeah. Now let's now go to the law that states give way to traffic on the roundabout. Before I go into that law, let me explain something to you again. I'm not going to make it as a question so as to save our time. Now, if you are using the roundabout, you are meant to indicate left. If you are not using the roundabout, you are meant to indicate right. That means when you use the roundabout, you indicated left. Remember, in every roundabout, most times it's always crossroad. You have vehicles moving from different 4 directions. You handle it as Rita Mary. You understand? That is, if this is a roundabout between us, there's a vehicle coming this way, there's a vehicle coming this way, there's a vehicle coming here, there's a vehicle coming here. Are we together? So if you are using the roundabout, you're expected to indicate left. So once you are done using the roundabout, once you exit, you indicate right. All vehicles have their indicator lights. Hello, it's not trafficator. Traffic is traffic. Trafficking is trafficking. Trafficker is trafficker. There's nothing like trafficator. It's called what? Indicator. And that stick you use to indicate is called signal stick. Are we together? So we'll be correcting certain English this morning. So let's leave that aside. So what brought us there again? Alright, so when you are leaving the roundabout, you indicate up. So there are all vehicles that we have their indicator lights at the back and at the front. You will notice some vehicles have their indicator lights curvy towards the direction of the one side of the vehicle and the other side of the vehicle. Why? So if there's any vehicle closer to you on the right, the vehicle will see the indicator lights. Do you understand? If you notice some vehicles now, they have their indicator lights beside the vehicles. Why? So that if there's any vehicle closer to them, they will be able to see where or the intention of the driver. Do you understand now? So let's practicalize the law that states give way to traffic unless please be on your feet. Stay here. Alright, please be on your feet. You can hold your book so that you jot. I want to stop you from jotting. So now, this is the roundabout, right? She's coming from that direction, you are this direction, you are from this direction, you are from this direction. Now there's a standard law that states give way to traffic on the left at all times in roundabout. The law is not there. No man is there to tell you, okay, no, stop, let's It's a standard. Give way to traffic way on the left. Why? Because we are doing anti-clockwise. Now, if two or more vehicles gets to the roundabout at the same time, the law takes place. So if I take the lead, who is on my left? This is my left. Who is on my left? So once I take the lead, he is next. Once he takes his left, you are next. So on and so forth. That's how we join the roundabout. But remember what I said. If two or more vehicles approaches the roundabout, right? Okay. So if I'm not there and this young lady is not there, two of you are two vehicles now, right? If you approach the roundabout at the same point, people are facing each other, you can't run into each other. Do you understand? So you are allowed to use the roundabout. But if we are close to each other, user discretion comes in. Are we clear? Yes. Any question? Any question on that? Please have your seat. Now, fast forward. Why do we have regulatory mandatory? Why do we have roundabout in regulatory mandatory? As the English implies, regulatory means to control of what you must do. You don't have any choice. You must do it. That's the standard. All right. Now, in roundabout, there's one particular part of the road that is not straight because there's roundabout. Nigerian road users, my apology. Instead of using the roundabout, you just cut corners and turn, which is very wrong. That's why you are mandated to use the roundabout. That's why we have the roundabout here, and we have the roundabout here. Are we clear? Are we clear? Have I made a good explanation concerning this site? Good. Now, the second assignment, why do we have what's the meaning of park? No parking, no waiting, no stopping. Isn't that the assignment? Now, before I explain no parking, I'm going to give you an illustration. I think I did last week, right? If I decide to get the most expensive perf in Nigeria or across the nation, and I decide to break this perf into a big bowl, I soak myself wearing one particular clothes for 40 days and 40 nights. After coming out, I'm still wearing the same clothes, drenched with the perf. And I decided to go to a photo studio. And I did this style to snap. When they print out this photo and they smell that photo, they smell the perfume. What brought us to this illustration? No parking simply means as a driver, you are not allowed to leave your driving position where you have the sign. How will last man hit your money? I'm going to explain. Now, when you have this sign, no parking, you decide to stop, you are behind the wheel. You've not parked. What you did was you stopped. And in that area, there's no stopping and no waiting. What you have there is what? No parking. Last man are not meant to arrest in the initial spots. They are meant to correct. They'll come to your door, they knock at your door, sir, please move. You're obstructing traffic. But for those that want to extort money from you, they'll tell you, God, you park. But because you have daddy that works in social place, you have a friend that is a lawyer, a friend that is a military, this one, that one, you want to form English, or you have certification in so many English, you want to come down and argue. Immediately you step out from your vehicle, they shall come over you. At that point, you are not behind the wheel. So you've committed this offense. Do you understand what I just explained? That's why we've seen so many scenarios, videos online, on social media where the last man are trying to drag the driver away from the driving position, and I see the driver doesn't want to leave. Aside from the fact that it's preventing him from towing his vehicle, driving his vehicle away, he doesn't want to commit this offense. If you notice the vehicle parked in the compound, okay, if you notice the vehicle in the compound, you realize that there's nobody there. So it simply means the vehicle is what? Parked. And note, why is our P far from D and N is closer to D? I'm talking about the automatic gear now. Why is park far from drive and neutral is closer to drive? Why? Alright, just like brief English rather. Brief pause means what? Comma. And when you are done with that sentence, what do? Full stop. Same thing with vehicle. When you are in the traffic and you are feeling tired, step on your brake, neutralize your gear, and raise up your park brake. You see that thing you drive, people call it handbrake, right? The right English is not handbrake, it's called park brake. The reason why they call it handbrake is because they use hand. Now, the vehicles we have now, SUVs most importantly, most of them don't have park brake that they use hand. They have one small pedal on the far left of the vehicle. Will you call that one leg small handbrake? So what do you call it? Park brake. So when you are in a short or a brief traffic, you don't put your gear to drive. Because if you keep doing that every now and then, in few months or years to come, you will find it difficult to use your gear. That means you're going to cause damage to your gearbox. So rather, if you be stopping for a little while or a short time, you're expected to put your gear to neutral as you activate your park brake. Why? If you put your gear on neutral and you are not in a balanced position, your vehicle will either roll forward or roll backward. You need to let go of your brake. But rather, once you activate your park brake, it will keep the vehicle stationed. And if the traffic is moving, you put your gear to drive because it's closer to neutral, then you neutralize, you deactivate your park brake. Do we understand that? Are we good? Yes. Now, what is no waiting? No waiting simply means you have limited time to do whatever you want to do and take your leave. You find this in bus stops most times. No waiting doesn't have duration per se. Maximum 30 seconds or a minute. Alright? Just for you to get whatever you want to do and get done with it and take your leave. Example where you can find this is at the airport. Once the driver alights the passenger, the driver won't be the one to offload the passenger's luggage or bag from the boot. No, it's not going to be the one. The passenger will be the one to do that because the driver has limited time to do whatever he wants to do and take his leave. Are we together? Now, no stopping simply means your vehicle must not go for any speed that you are doing to zero motion. You must not halt your vehicle. Are we clear? Are we clear? Any question? Any question? Are we sure? Can we go into other topics for today?